Hello everyone, I would like to welcome you all to the first presentation here on the mobile stage. My name is Dustin Behley and this is Markus Kopf. Markus is the lead developer of all Deutsche Bank native developed mobile apps, and I'm the IT product owner of the just newly released Deutsche Bank mobile app. Within the next 20 minutes, we would like to talk about the importance of mobile banking, how we as Deutsche Bank believe a mobile app shall look like. I'm going to give a quick presentation about our new app, and afterwards we will show you how we develop the app, how we want to develop our apps in the future, and we're going to give a quick outlook what will come next. Deutsche Bank, the biggest German private bank in regards to asset sheet totals and numbers of employees, has a long history of providing mobile apps to our customers, and we've played the role of an early mover ever since. If you look at the chart behind me, you can see that we were the first German bank releasing an Apple, an iPad optimized app. We were the first German bank launching the fingerprint login mechanism and also the Phototan app-to-app integration, as well as being the first German bank releasing an Apple Watch app. In the past, we developed our app hybridly because we had the goal to reach as many customers as quickly as possible, taking into account some technical drawbacks and some limitations to UX and UI. If you look at the chart, you see that we definitely have reached this goal. At the end of last year, we had more than 10 million logins using mobile devices, and we're quickly before what we call our mobile moment. Meaning in a few months' time, there will be more logins using mobile devices than using the classical online banking. So taking these figures into account and also seeing all the fintechs out there who are providing great user experiences, we see a new demand for our apps as well. If you look at the market, you see two main trends. On the one hand side, there's the evaluation of success criteria. Criteria which used to be of utmost importance in the past, such as basic banking functionality or security, are now becoming basic criteria which are just expected by the customers. And also the customer experiences. Customers do download a lot of non-banking apps, and they experience what is possible with an app, and they expect the same experience with a banking app. So for us, the two new success criteria are smartness and experience. Smartness in a way that an app has to be context sensitive. It is no longer sufficient to just display financial information, but the app has to proactively inform the customer. It has to help the customer make the right decision. We believe that an app has to be flexible in a way that it should adapt to the needs of the customer, and the customer should not adapt to whatever is possible with an app. And also, we highly believe that the apps have to be expandable. There are a lot of fintechs out there with great ideas, and we don't see them as components, but we wanted to cooperate with the fintechs in order to deliver the best customer experience possible. Having this in mind, we started our native journey mid of last year by developing the Apple Watch app. The Apple Watch app was not just a marketing gag, it was our technical foundation, our new platform we developed in order to include, to cooperate with the fintechs out there. And it was the first step towards the new native Deutsche Bank app, which I want to show you now. As mentioned before, our goal is to have an app that is customizable, that's individual for our customers, and we had to we have to take into account that banking is really impersonal. You don't get emotions with app. We are not producing anything. You cannot touch it, you cannot feel it. And thus, we saw the app as an instrument in order to emotionalize banking. So the first thing we introduced is a change, an individualization of the app. So you see, you can change the background picture. The app is unique for each customer. And during our family and friends phase, we actually saw that people started a context. Who has the greatest background picture? Who has the greatest app? So it got individual, it got emotional, and the people start loving the app. We do have the fingerprint login as in our old apps already, so a very convenient way to log in to the app. This is unfortunately not my balance. It's just it's just a test user. But basically, what we were trying to do, we tried to get rid of lists and boring information, but we rather wanted to do it in a graphical way, in an intuitive way. So what you see here is our donut. On the northern hemisphere, you see all the products a customer has with a positive balance, while in the southern hemisphere, you see all the products with a negative balance. You can easily click through the donut to see the high-level information about the different products, and by clicking on one of these products, we display a graph, the last 180 days, and the customer can easily see how his balances evolved over time. Of course, we also have some detailed data, some metadata, which the customer can see. As we wanted to build this app as natively as possible, we tried to make the app from a navigational point of view by scrolling and swiping, meaning you do not have to push buttons, etc. You can just easily navigate through the app. The second tile we introduced is all about money transfer. On the one hand side, yes, we do have the classical SEPA transfer where you have to enter the amount, the beneficiary name, IBAN, etc. But we also have a function called Pay a Friend. So with Pay a Friend, you can add a friend not in a list view, but very personalized by adding pictures. So there's a picture taken from Markus yesterday. So you just have to add the friend one time, enter the very long and not very confident IBAN, and the friend is added. So now you're not transferring money to a name or to a random IBAN number, but you can associate the money transfer to your friend. If I had added more friends now, we have a very easy way from a navigational point of view. You can use this carousel, select the friend. You just have to enter the amount, and all information is pre-filled, and you just have to enter the verification ITAN or Phototan integration. If I had the Phototan app installed on this device, I would automatically connect to the second app. It would transfer the ITAN. The ITAN would be displayed here, and I just had to execute, just had to push the execute button, and you're done. Meaning a couple of clicks, and you have transferred the money to your friend. The third tile we implemented is the display of your securities account. You see some key data. Again, you can swipe through your different accounts, and you can also see the details. They are ordered based on different asset classes, and you get a very nice overview about your securities positions. This is currently the first app. It was developed within a short point of time, and now Markus will talk about how we want to develop, how we want to continuously update the app in the future. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks, Dustin. So now I'm talking a little bit what we are planning to in the future with the app. So the idea behind this, it's not only an app. It's more, think about a platform. Think about it's a core of a lot of stuff we like to do. As Dustin mentioned already, we like to work with fintech closely together, integrate them, because they have a lot of good ideas. I'm a good example because I worked in the past for fintech and I saw all the problems if you talk with card issuers, big banks, acquirers, you have a different language. And now we come to a point, we work together, which is, it's awesome. You can leverage all good ideas now. Then you see on the left side, on the top, Apple TV and Smart TV. Think about such use cases. It's a different topic. You don't like sit at home on a couch with your friends and then you open up your banking app and then they see, oh, he's rich or or bankrupt. So you have to think how you protect those data. This will be differently. Then the smartwatches, what we have already for the Apple Watch, but there is as well Android. There are a lot of variables we can support or we can think about. Is there a use case? Can you pay directly with your wristband or can you pay with, in future as well, can do stuff like there on Android. Which brings us to the point, what you see later. As well, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. It's the future, yes, but if you go to Silicon Valley, you see a lot of autonomous cars running around and driving around. So maybe in the next few years, 5 years, 6 years, this can be reality. And you have your smartphone, you put it in the car, and then everything is personalized for you. And so you can share cars and you can do stuff there with your personal stuff, which is as well really great. Operating systems, right now we are running on iOS and Android. So in the past we supported as well the Windows phone. And we think really beyond banking services. Think about frameworks. Can we as a platform and as bank, can we create SDKs for integrators maybe, that you offer services to third party, to another merchants maybe, to private persons. This is everything what we think about. Now you can think how they are doing that. So how is the typical approach and what is Deutsche Bank doing to reach this goal? And maybe you know the digital factory, what we are doing right now in Germany and as well over the world. There are working more than 400 high educated people for the digital factory right now in a dedicated place in Frankfurt, as well working closely together with the labs in Berlin, Silicon Valley and London. And here as well in Bucharest, we are working with BEX together with the Bucharest Excellence Center and trying to staff and create awesome teams, high performance teams to bring all these good ideas to life. Why we are doing it? Think about you like to open up a bank account today. How long does it take? Think about you like to transfer your money at a weekend. Normally it's processed on Monday. But why? Why is this the case? So we like to change this so that we are fast, think about minutes instead of days. That's the goal. And a short introduction what we are really doing daily in daily business in the development teams and in the as well business teams working really closely together. How we approach this right now. We are running Scrum in our teams. So you see the product level on the top. And so there's a real product owner. It's not like a lot of companies with Scrum, but we really stick to it. And we do everything what we can do that we create these high performance teams, full-fledged feature teams. So the product owner defines their product backlog. It will come 2 different teams. So we have multiple teams, about more than one, of course, in different locations in the world. And in those teams, you have every role you need. So it's not that you have one backend team, you have one iOS team, one Android team. So it's really sitting together, and every role in this team can bring their effort to release the feature later on. So yeah, that's typically what we are doing, and to be honest, that's not often the case, because you have to stick to the process, and you have to, yeah, everybody has to work on himself to do this right. Why we are doing it? Continuous delivery is a really big topic today. Now you can think, okay, continuous delivery in a bank, it's a little bit hard. Every 2 weeks releasing, is this possible? Of course, normally not that easy, because you have security issues, you have a lot of stuff what you have to do, but at the end, doesn't matter for the development teams, because you have 2 week sprints, and after 2 weeks, we have a shippable product. If we submit this to the store, to the App Store, or to the Play Store, is a different topic, but we are all the time, we are ready to do it. So that's the goal, and that's our mission, what we are doing right now. A small outlook for 2016. Dustin mentioned already the cooperation with fintechs. So we have something like smart transfer. Think about if you have to transfer money across borders, how it is right now, what does this mean for you? Think about you have documents, you get your, I don't know, you get your invoice for your shoes, for example. How do you transfer the money to such big companies? Is it really sitting down, entering all the data, or do you take a photo and it's done for you? Android mobile, so we will release our Android app as well this year. And on the Android platform, we have a little bit more possibilities than on the iOS platform, especially if you think about payments. So there we can do, or we run in the direction that we can do NFC payments as well. And think about the variables, maybe you can do more there as well with the payments. Yeah, so next level of smartification and features, that's what we try to achieve. So we are really trying to get rid of annoying alerts, annoying navigation concepts, really stick as minimal to the platform as possible, that you have a smooth experience and that you really like it if you work with the app. Yeah, so that's the end of our presentation and what we like to give you and show you right now. So maybe if there are questions, we have a few minutes.
Yeah, first of all, thank you very much. So we have a couple of minutes for questions if anyone has anything. Oh.
Hi.
Hi.
My question is, has your web page evolved at the same pace that your mobile apps have?
We're definitely using the process of mobile first, meaning we are trying, as I mentioned before, we see a shift in our customers using the online banking compared to using mobile banking. Thus, we are putting a lot of effort into our mobile apps. Nevertheless, we're not forgetting that there's still an online platform, and thus investing there and updating our online platform as well, continuously.
So when you say mobile first, is mobile web first or mobile native first?
Mobile native first.
Okay.
From what I understand, there's not a lot of Android developments, or at least now it's beginning more on NFC and technologies like that. Has there been a decision on that, or I'm thinking that maybe iOS is more valid for your customers?
First of all, we checked, of course, our market and customers, so how many people are running an iOS device or Android device. This was, of course, one factor for the to decide which we are supporting first. But we have a lot of Android development, and we are increasing the effort much more there. And you will see this year for sure an Android app as well.
Okay, another question. Do you measure customer satisfaction through the app? If yes, how?
Sorry, can you repeat?
Do you measure customer satisfaction through the app? If yes, how?
It's regarding measurement?
Yeah, measure customer
okay, sorry,
satisfaction.
now I got it. Okay, yes, actually, on the one hand side, we are on a daily basis scanning the comments in the App Store. We have technology like AppBot in place in order to data mining what customers comment out there regarding our apps, and we also started customer surveys. But in parallel, we are currently setting up additional data mining tools in order to get all the information that is flying out there in the internet regarding our app in order to react on it.
And we really scan the comments and as well tips what we can do or should do. And if there are voices getting louder, then maybe it can happen that those voices has influence on the priority in the backlog. So we really like to support our customer, what they need and what they love. That's the point. It's not like, okay, we ship something, what we think is the right thing. We like to work together with the customers as well.
Okay, there's a question here which I'm going to translate. How do you keep the iOS and Android app on par, and how do you put features in both, and what's the difference between them in terms of process? Do you have shared code, shared libraries, shared for, all sorts of things that you can make just to make your life easier, basically?
Okay, right now, what we are doing is we have the feature teams, as I mentioned, and the feature team is full stack feature team, which means the Android with backend and Scrum Master and analyst, everything. So we
want to keep the mobile version the same of Android application or for this banking application.
So
we have a website on mobile, even on mobile. Do you keep the same? Or what about the difference from design on mobile app and mobile website?
Okay, from the mobile app point of view, first of all, we go native, which means we are supporting both platforms on the right UX and UI of the platform. Then from the mobile web page, so there we are not on the same pace right now, but we support every platform on the same level, what we try to do. Which means since we are starting right now, and that's what you see with Android especially, we are catching up there really fast. And of course, there will be feature in the future, like NFC payment, you can't do on an iOS platform. You can't do on iOS because, Android is not, Apple is not giving us the API for NFC. That's the difference what we have to tackle.
Any other question?
Thank you. Hello. Are you taking into consideration to also introduce a mobile token in the same app for online login?
Okay, can you say again I didn't understand the first part.
Introduce a mobile token
in
the same app to log in with the codes generated by the mobile device, not the physical DigiPass.
Also, you can generate a code to use to log in online.
A two-factor, but on the mobile device?
Yes.
Okay, we are using the Touch ID or via our FKN user and password. That's what we are doing right now.
No, I think it's what she means is generate the code on the mobile that you can use on the website to log in.
Yes,
okay.
Exactly.
So far I know not.
And also this app is available only for retail clients or for corporates too? I know that some banks do not allow clients, corporate clients, to use the mobile app.
Currently it's only available for German private customers.
Okay, thanks.
Okay. One more? Cool. It's good to see a bank doing an app a proper way. In that case, thank you very much. Thank you, Dustin and Markus.
Thank you.